Alright legends, so welcome along to the video. I wanted to get a heck of a lot of stuff done tonight on the vlog, but time just got away from me. Working all day, and I hate that excuse. Time just got away from me. That is probably one of the worst excuses for not putting out some videos. Time just got away from me. If something is important to you, you're going to find time to do it. So I wanted to jump on here just to record something very swiftly for you tonight. So not on the usual vlog camera tonight, because literally I just can't be bothered transferring over to the computer. That's how lazy I've got today. I was working all day, got to the gym tonight, did a session, come home, and if I got my backside in gear when I wanted to, I would have got everything done tonight. But that is not the case. I'm trying to, if possible, upload at 8 PM GMT every day, and it's now 8:55, and that's not good. So it's just getting a happy medium and everything that's going on with me at the minute. Literally, I am juggling more balls than I realistically do have time for, and it is frustrating to say the least. I would love to grow this stuff to the point where it starts becoming sort of self-sustainable. We're a long way from that happening, but if I'm not uploading here, that's mainly the reason why I want to do this quick video tonight. If I'm not uploading on the vlog channel, there is the review channel. So right now I'm trying my hardest to go through the box set of the original He-Man and the Masters of the Universe, because there's a new series coming out on Netflix shortly, Masters of the Universe Revelation, and the showrunner for it is Kevin Smith. So like, I am a huge Kevin Smith fan, and I watched the original cartoon religiously as a child. So on the review channel, trying to go through that there. Plus we have Transformers reviews that we're doing there too, all child's content stuff. So, you know, it's all stuff that people look at me and say, you know, I've had other creators tell me, you know, why you even bothering doing the cartoon reviews at the moment, because, you know, that stuff just can't be monetized anymore on YouTube. And it's not about monetization, it's about getting your watch time up and building a bit of community. Like, the days of looking at numbers are completely gone. They really are. And it makes me laugh whenever some people literally look at a channel and judge it based solely on the numbers that it's getting. My stomach is rumbling. Can you hear that? I don't know if this mic is picking it up. I drank a lot of protein after the gym tonight, so it's really starting to react in my gut right now. People start reacting to a channel based solely upon the numbers that it's getting. That's a version of YouTube in particular. That kind of mentality hasn't really existed on YouTube for the better part of 3 years at this point. And yes, I have seen super huge channels with massive view numbers and massive subscribers and whatnot, and you would think those channels are really successful at what they're doing. But I've seen smaller channels, like I'm talking channels with maybe half the subscribers and, you know, half the view counts, and, you know, they're, as far as actually taking a channel somewhere, the smaller channel is actually more successful than the bigger channel. So like, view counts and numbers don't actually mean anything now. It makes me laugh whenever people start judging me and my views and subscribers and whatnot. And I have had it from time to time. I had this guy come on about this channel wasn't active that long. I've been creating content for a heck of a long time now, but the current setup and channels that I'm doing at the moment are barely, we're only about 2 years on it at this point. But I had this guy coming in, and it was roughly 5-6 months down the line from the channel being launched, and at that point, it's very hard to get seen online at the best of times, but at that point the channel was barely picking up steam, and this guy goes off on one on the email, and he's like, what the heck's the point? Like, I've got a far bigger channel than you have. But the thing is, when you've been doing this sort of stuff as long as I have, you start to notice the ins and outs of channels and video production and whatnot. And a handy little tip that I picked up along the line was, if you look at a channel and it has massive subscriber numbers. This guy was sitting somewhere between 800 and 900 subscribers on this channel, and he was giving me death, and I was only sitting at 22 subscribers at the time. But a little tip I got off a creator one time was, if you want to see how legit a channel is that has a huge subscriber count on it, click onto their videos and go to their comments section, and if the comments are empty, if the comments are turned on, the likes and dislikes are turned on, and the comments are turned on, but there's no actual comments from anybody in the video, chances are that channel has been buying subscribers. So I went through this channel and this guy, and it was, I had 15-20 videos maybe, so I literally just ducked into each video on the account, and 10 or 15 videos, and there wasn't one single comment on any of the videos that I had uploaded. But he was sitting with 800 plus subscribers. Now, if you have 800 people subscribed to you, chances are you're going to have some comment or some description down there from 800 people. I am sitting, like, my comments are, comment section never huge in this channel, but people do comment from time to time, and that's how you can tell a legit channel from a channel that's trying to look the part. But yes, I just went off on a little tangent in this video. I come on here, wasn't even sure what I was going to talk about, but excuses, guys. This, it frustrates me whenever I hate coming on here and offering up an excuse for something. And as I say, time got away from me as an absolutely awful excuse for not putting something out, especially with how easy it is to actually record a video and upload it these days. Like, you can literally pull out your phone, record a video, and have it online within 10 seconds these days, if your internet connection is good enough. But life got in the way was another one. I hate hearing that there. That is kind of the kiss of death whenever you go to that excuse. I've seen it in so many channels where people disappear for like weeks and months on end. Maybe a year later they come back online. Sorry guys, life got in the way, and life didn't get in the way. If you're interested in doing this stuff, you're going to get it out there no matter what time of the night it is. But I am stupidly busy at the minute. Like, I've literally backed myself into a corner where there's just too much stuff to do on a part-time basis. Literally, there really is. Like, you're only watching the vlog channel and you think this is all there is, but as I said earlier, there's the review channel over there as well. There's also a podcast channel that's connected. It's pretty much more the review content, but some of the audio content will come from this channel as well. A video like this here will probably end up as part of the podcast on the Here's Rotters Vlogs and Reviews podcast, it's called. And a lot of imagination went into that name. But that's not the only podcast I'm doing at the moment. There's two more. One is called Hellmouth Hotline, and that was originally supposed to be a podcast based upon Buffy the Vampire Slayer, the movie and the TV show, and then the spin-off Angel, everything related to it was going to be in this one podcast. That's why it's called Hellmouth Hotline, as Buffy was set on the Hellmouth. But the more I thought about it, the more it sort of screamed out to me, this would probably work good as a horror podcast in general. So what I'm trying to do there, and in all honesty feeling miserably at right now, is to record an episode of Buffy the Vampire Slayer one day, and then the next day we'll get into a horror review of something. So that is something that needs to get sorted out. I'm just looking at the desktop here. I have something like 25 episodes already recorded and on the laptop ready to cut together to be put on that podcast. So it's getting around to do that as well. I also have a podcast called Skim Me Up Body. So it's like a play on Beam Me Up Scotty. It's a Star Trek podcast, and doing exactly the same thing over there, going through the movies and the TV shows, all things Star Trek. It's just, I didn't want to spam out my own account. That was a big problem in the previous account that I had on YouTube. I was doing the vlog content similar to what you normally get in this channel, plus I was doing review based content, movie reviews, TV reviews and whatnot. So people were coming in subscribing for the one thing. They would see me out, upload a video of me out with the drone showing you parts of Northern Ireland and whatnot, and then they would subscribe, and then the next day numbnuts would land back on here and they'd be starting to talk about The Godfather or something like that there. So a lot of these people were, you were constantly getting people coming in to subscribe for one or the other, but nobody was staying for both of them. It's just like if you weren't doing the content that the people subscribed for, off they would go. But that is something that all accounts go through, and I even notice it here whenever it's like a talking head sort of video. I'll probably lose someone that's liking the drone based content. So it's hands are full. So I'm not actually sure what way I'm going to work this at the moment. As much as I enjoy the training, getting to the gym, getting myself in shape, it's really helping me with the back injury. That's been a massive help. No more painkillers, bit of pain at the gym for a while, but that exercise and building of the core muscles around the base of the back is really helping. But those evenings when I'm at the gym kind of kills any attempt at getting something done that evening. So I'm kind of stuck to the weekends at the minute and 2 days a week. But in saying that, there's a little bit of client work coming in here and there as well, so that keeps me away from creating content. So on top of that, as you know, I have been writing scripts again. I was talking a few videos back about the vomit pass of a film idea that I was working on. I completed that, yesterday or the day before. Anyway, it's like that's a huge script. I think it's like 150 page story, and so I've been working on that. So I'm going to let that sit for a couple of weeks and then go back with fresh eyes and start an actual first draft on it. So it's insane what I've actually put on my plate at the minute to try and keep up with. So bear with me, guys. It's trying to find a happy medium here, and hopefully, if everything went the way I would love it to go, I would love to get these channels to a place where they would start to sort of, be self-sustaining, where I could maybe cut down on work hours and start on the more actual proper content, and you're getting out, drone in the air, all that sort of stuff. That would be amazing to even be able just to get down to part-time employment and get into this a wee bit deeper, because it's definitely, we're at the point now, if you're a content creator, you literally have to be at it non-stop. Like the attention span right now is what was it? I was talking to the trainer. I think the last estimate he got was like 3 to 6 seconds. So that's crazy. that we're at the point now. There's so much content on the face of the planet. Like, you know, like, I'm totally grateful for anybody who comes in to watch my videos, but the fact that if you don't get someone within 6 seconds of the start of a video, you're going to lose them, it's a little bit frustrating. So no excuses, guys. I'm going to do my best to get something online, one piece of content every day online at the moment. So, and saying that there, if it's not on Here's Otter's Vlogs, it will be Here's Otter's Reviews, or one of those free podcasts, Here's Otter's Vlogs and Reviews podcast, Scheme Me Up Body, or Hellmouth Hotline. The best place to keep up with all that stuff is the website, coinsagemedia.com. Here's Otters is the name I use online because I can't use my own name. Because, well, my own name is Rodney Stewart. And of course, Rod Stewart, there's a singer with the same name. And there's a few other ones. I googled it there a few nights back. Like, there's a lot of Rodney Stewarts on the face of the planet. And I think, gosh, I didn't even stay on long enough to see where I'm at in the search engine. But Here's Otters is the name I use just to keep away from the copyright nonsense that happens whenever you upload a video and tag it with Rodney Stewart on it. Because the computers on YouTube, they're getting better at it now. But at a time, it used to be a nightmare. Whenever I was on the partner program on the last account, it was an absolute disaster if I tagged in my name on my own videos, because the computers at YouTube literally started not flagging the videos, but there's just a lot of problems trying to get the monetization set on those videos, because as far as the computer was concerned, I was trying to pull in traffic by tagging somebody famous in the video, whereas I am literally named Rodney Stewart. So I've seen people doing it a lot. That's the part of the whole reason why we're in the condition we're in now with content creation, and how it's been put to the point where it's been so difficult to actually get back onto the partner program again. Like, people just absolutely took the hand out of it whenever it was opened up to everybody with freebooting and all that sort of stuff. You know, it's so annoying that something that was so potentially good for everyone has to be destroyed by a lot of people that just don't want to put the work in. At the end of the day, that's all that was. And I'm willing to put the work on. It's just trying to get a workable schedule in place. So bear with me, guys. Keep an eye on the website, coinsagemedia.com. If I'm not posting on the channel one day, check the website and you'll get an update. If I remember to update it daily, that's another thing I really need to get onto. A bit of a routine of doing is actually getting on the website and updating the stuff. But as far as the podcasts go, they automatically update on the website. So there's a whole page on there, all free podcasts on it. There is the 2 YouTube channels, of course. There's also the 2 pages that are dedicated to the short film content that I'm working on. There's another page for projects that are in production, pre-production, and development is the word I'm looking for. Projects and development. There's a whole page for that there, and then there's a link to my Patreon on the website as well. But I don't tend to promote that on any of my channels right now. If people are following me, they come across the website, or they go to the description box below any of the videos, the links to everything are down there, including the Patreon. But it's one of these things that I don't like to, I don't know, I think I'm just gun shy after the whole debacle of what happened with the last short film. There was a lot of problems and with the fundraiser for that. It's not something that I want to get into on the public page here, the public channels. But I have gone into that in detail on some of the Here's Otters uncut material. But it's just, when it comes to funding and money and all that sort of stuff, even though, everything I do is legal and above board, there's nothing wrong with running a Patreon. Like I support a couple of Patreon channels myself, like a couple of podcasts there. I give some money every month to keep them floating, heads above water. But when it comes to content creation in general, and a lot of people are under the impression that, I think it's the student mentality. I think, I've dealt with quite a few students in the past on indie projects, and one thing I have noticed about all of them is that when they come out into something like what I would do, it's not that we clash on things, but there's like a disconnect there where, the stuff that I would do, and it's not even what I would do, but I've seen it in other projects as well that I've been part of and other people are actually running. But I have seen students have this mentality of, you're not doing that right in university or college. We did it, I guess, here. And I'm like, you're not in college or university right now. You're out in the real world. It's completely different. It's a very, very safe space these guys come from. And, it's kind of like a safe, fail-free place when you're in college and university. But when you're out in the real world, it's a completely different ball game altogether. There's no safety net there, and things are just done a heck of a lot differently out here in the real world. And funding is a big part of that. But that is something that I didn't want to get into in this video whatsoever. But it is what it is, guys. But you're going to be your content for tonight. And oh my god, I have been talking for over 22 minutes at this point, and this was only going to be a quick little video just to say hi. But yes, if there's one thing I excel at, it's talking an epic amount of nonsense.